Hey Frozen community, today we will show you how to print with Frozen's ARCO. Let's get started. Before we begin, let's take a look at some important components on the ARCO. Up top, you'll find the filament spool bracket and an interior light. The extruder includes the filament inlet, filament clip lever, and nozzle. On the printing platform, besides the heated bed, there's also a magnetic building plate, which makes it easier to remove your model once printing is done. There's also a webcam inside the frame so you can monitor your print in real time. Next to the touchscreen, there's a USB port to import files. Now that we've gone through the printer's part, place the machine on a flat desktop and make sure the environment is dry and well ventilated. Plug in the power cord and turn on the switch. Now we're ready to move on to slicing and printing. Before printing, we need to slice the model first. You can use either PIXUP Slicer or Orca Slicer. If you choose to use PIXUP Slicer, you can download and install it from the Phrozen official website. After opening PIXUP Slicer, click Import Files to import your model. Then use the Move and Rotate function in the top toolbar to adjust the model to the proper printing position and angle. In the filament settings on the left side, you can set the temperature needed for printing. If you want to further adjust the printing parameters, you can go to Printing Settings for detail settings. Here we find the Support section, check the Support box and then click Slice in the bottom right corner. Once slicing is done, click Export. Make sure to check the Auto Leveling box, then click Export again. Enter your file name and save location, and you can export the file to your USB drive. If you want to send the file to the printer over the network, click Print, select your printer, then click Print again. open the software and click New Project. Then, in the top left corner, click Printer and select Phrozen ARCO as your machine. Then, in the File menu in the top left corner, click Import to bring your model into the slicer. Once the model is loaded, you can adjust its position and angle using the Move and Rotate functions in the top toolbar. In the Filament section on the left side, you can set the temperature needed for printing. For more advanced settings, go to Process and make detailed adjustments. Here we can find the Support section. Check the Enable Support box, then select Tree in the Type menu, and click Slice Plate in the top right to start slicing. After the slicing is complete, click Export G-code file, enter your file name and save location, and you can export the file to your USB drive. Now we're ready to print. Quick reminder, if you've changed filament, remember to purge any residual material from the extruder and make sure the new filament flows smoothly to make sure the subsequent printing more stable. Take out the filament and place it on the filament's board bracket. Make sure the filament rolls forward in the counterclockwise direction. Next, insert the filament into the PTFE tube and gently push it until you feel it reach the extruder. Then, click Tools, then Manual Adjustment, and adjust the extruder to a suitable height. Click Extruder, set the nozzle temperature to 220 degrees, and after the heating is complete, click Extrude 4 to 5 times to ensure all residual material is purged. Once done, set the nozzle temperature back to 0 degrees and remove any remaining filament. And that's it, your filament is now loaded. Next, plug in your USB drive. Click USB, select the model you want to print. Enable collaboration and then click Print. The machine will start printing after completing the collaboration. Then gently lift the plate to let the model detach naturally. Now you can remove your model. After completing the print, if you are not planning to print again soon, it's best to store your filament properly to prevent moisture damage. First, press down the filament clip lever on the side of the extruder and cut off the end of the filament. Then, wind out the remaining filament in the clockwise direction. Next, remove the filament from the filament's board bracket. Insert the filament end into the fixed hole and place it back in the box. Then store it in the dry box for preservation. One last tip, if the filament has been out for a while, you can bake it before printing to ensure smooth printing later on. And that's it for our ARCO setup and printing tutorial. Hope you find this video helpful and be sure to let us know if you have any questions in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more exciting news from Phrozen. See you next time. Bye!